Hello? It's me. I don't know why I started. Or I don't know why I switched my scene so early. I'm about to have to go refill my drink. But hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Let me see. What am I doing? I was going to be... Well, I'm phrasing it as if I'm not going to work on. I am going to be working on finishing up my Twitch bot slash Discord bot. It does everything, more or less. But the last thing it needs to do is, you know, actually notify the correct channel when I go live. So I've done pretty much all of that except for this very, very last bit. What a pain. But let me see. Let me see. Guess I might as well switch the scene to this, oh baby. And then we'll go AFK so I can refill my drink. BRB. Hello, it's me. Just eating some vitamin gummies. Alright. I think this is going to be a shorter stream, though, for sure. Mostly because I'm not feeling 100%. A hello, probably in bed. It is Rust, indeed. Do I know what I'm doing? Not necessarily. Do you know, in general, how to make this work? This is pretty bad. Don't pay no attention to this. This is horrible. And also pay no attention to this. This is also pretty bad. Pretty much everything is super messy except for like the Discord bot part. Because I don't know, that just happened to be cleaner for whatever reason. The Twitch stuff I was really struggling with getting to work. Because I don't know. It's just sometimes whenever I connect to Twitch chat, I get booted out. And also, apparently Twitch chat doesn't like it when you send new lines. So that was also causing my Twitch bot to constantly die. Or I guess the buffer just never gets flushed. So I don't know. But as always, everything is open source, available on my GitHub under the name sometimes-uwin-bot. Let me see. Here, yep, this sucks. Here it is. I don't know, is it actually sending a message? Oh, you know what? I need to check the logs. Oh wait, I don't have proper logging set up. I'm an idiot. I make websites looking at Rust. Looks like I'm reading raw binary. Well, I mean, there's lots of similarities between Rust and modern JavaScript, for sure. Unless you make websites, like you're like a web designer, not so much like a front-end programmer. In which case, yeah, it is pretty different from just HTML and CSS. Or maybe you do PHP, in which case it's probably a bit more, you can probably follow along a bit better, I think. I don't know, I've never written too much PHP. I remember in university there was some of our like online homework for accounting. The client was in PHP, and also the client stored all the answers as well, which is hilarious. So that was my first brush with PHP. So I just changed a few values because I kept getting the answer wrong. And then because it's accounting's not hard. It's just that it's like a sequence of 8 steps. And if you get any of the steps wrong, you need to do everything over again. Everything designer, front end, back end. And there we go. So it looks crazy to me. I tried learning Rust. I didn't understand much of it. Yeah. Oh no, I'm more of a Java, Python, Golang kind of guy. So Java and Python, you don't really deal with memory management that much, or you don't really need to worry too much about, you know, I guess lifetimes, because those are, you know, garbage collected. Golang also has a garbage collector, but then has more explicit like pass by value, pass by reference semantics. I don't know. I think once you learn how it works, you'll start feeling a bit more comfortable with it, and then you start running, or you start working with other people's libraries, and then you're back to like, what the heck? This stuff is so advanced. Like all the code around like connecting to IRC, I'm like, this is really complicated for no reason. Like I've implemented this myself before. And it's not that hard, but for whatever reason, connecting to this library is just bonkers. Which reminds me, I think I just need to have a struct here that I hold on to. I don't know. Just struct bot. It's a bot. This bot needs to hold on to a Twitch client, which is this. Well, I guess this is the I guess the API clients, and then there's also going to be a, oh right, the IRC clients, you don't do anything with it. You always use the sender, not the sender, the writer to write to the Twitch chat. So let me think. Bot stuff today? It is bot stuff today, Ren. And then once I finish the bot stuff, I'm gonna bounce. No vpupper stuff for a little bit, unfortunately. Every time I work on I run into something and then feel like the burnout starting to sink back in. But luckily, this upcoming week should mostly be like I'm looking for the correct term. It's not like a vacation, because I am still working. But most of my team is going to be out. And they have all of their affairs in order. That's absolutely the wrong phrasing, but We're gonna go with it. So there's not too much I have to do next week since everyone's gonna be out at a work trip that I elected not to go to. All right, where was the IRC client? What are you? Oh, it's an async thingy. Async runner. I don't know what this is. Maybe I just don't need to hold on to it. So using Rust for something, I made a Discord rich present app. It didn't work. Line that Crab was using was written wrong. So I wrote in C# and it worked first try. Yeah. I think the benefit of Rust is that you get C++ performance, but with at least a memory safety, not guarantee, but it's more guaranteed. Whereas C# is also pretty fast, but it's not going to be as fast as C++ or Rust. And you'll also have garbage collector hangs as well. Look up bots for Matrix. I just got told to make your own. Yeah, I actually looked into making a Matrix bot, but man, there's a lot of things you need to implement for Matrix. It's very involved, I guess. Okay, async runner. Do I have this? I do have this. Give me async. Whatever this async runner is, that's our IRC clients, and then we'll need to probably not, we don't need to hold on to those. When do I bail out of this? Basically, I just hate this entire part, and also most of this part. It would be better to wrap all this stuff, but maybe I don't. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just clean up the actual binary part. It'd be easier for you just to write a plugin for an existing Matrix bot instead. Perhaps. I don't know. After working with this Twitch stuff in Rust, though, I'm like, maybe I should just write my own. Because I don't know, I feel like most people, when they write bots, they try to make it really complicated. Right? They like automatically deserialize things into certain categories. I'm like, man, just give me the message. Just give me the message and then I'll pass it off to whoever wants to handle it. Why not just make it simple? You know? Oh, this is what I was testing. Yeah, okay. That's why I did this. I was talking and then I like distracted myself. So grab this, kill, sig term, this thing. All right, Discord bot is down. Twitch bot is also down. 90% of Matrix bots are just site scrapers. So is it like some of the Discord bots? Like I know there's like a GitHub bot that lots of people like to use that just watches a repository for commits and then posts in a channel. All right. I need to see if this works. I'm not familiar with this part. So Helix get channel from login, because I know that, if I'm remembering correctly, at least the TMI stuff, if you search for a channel that's not live, it does not return anything. But I don't remember if this is how the other stuff works. So let me see. I guess I can write a test, actually. I should be writing a test in here. All right, Twitch, you stay here so I can look at how I did the token stuff. Let's do test. Oh, but the test is not gonna work because it doesn't use the build RS stuff. Okay, so we're not gonna write a test. Let's write just a separate binary. Because I have all my credentials compiled in post xspeed, read y, RSS feed, lookup z, crypto price. Yeah. Should the GitHub bot is a webhook that GitHub provides and sends a request to a Discord URL that posts? Is it? I don't know. Isn't it like when it posts? Like, yeah, you can set up a webhook, right? But isn't like the thing that actually posts in a channel, it's still a bot? Or is that not right? Source bin. If you have some neat mod features, that's about the most interesting thing. So what you're saying is that there is an untapped market rife for the taking. Ripe for the taking, not rife. It's the wrong word, sorry. All right. So let's grab this stuff. This one's all pretty easy, so this is compiled into it. This is compiled into it. Everything's compiled into it. All right, it's beautiful. So we have all of these. I do need to pull these in. So please, I desire linting. This is use Twitch API. Oh, is it really not going to? Discord provides webhook URLs you can provide to sites. It has a built-in converter for GitHub webhooks. Yeah, but like, for example, Modbot is called Mjolnir. Oh, I get it. I get it. The banhammer. I too have seen Thor 1 and 2. But let's see. Isn't the GitHub stuff like this? Yeah, so like this bot is it's an actual bot, right? Or no? And then it may or may not be responding to webhooks, but isn't that how that works? Or is this not an actual bot? It's just like something that Discord provides. It says bot, but that's a webhook? Okay, cool. The more you know. Alright, give me all of these. This, and then to not Twitch chat. Actually, I just need the Twitch client and all this stuff, yeah. This. Yeah, I think it's not gonna give me code completion because having multiple sub-binaries inside of your app is not well supported. I remember it not working very well, at least in the past. Alright, but this is... Don't you need to define... Yeah, I guess you do need to define it because there's multiple backends that you could potentially use, including a dummy backend that doesn't do anything at all. Alright. Grab all of this. IRC user config, don't need it. Oh, that's pretty much it. Then I just need this. Twitch client. I need Tokyo here. So this is under, what is it called? Tokyo main. It's a bot that posts webhooks. It's a webhook that you get from Discord and you put into GitHub with a / GitHub. The end no bots. It's one of those things I don't understand enough, but it does sound correct, so like, all right, sounds good to me. It's something that, again, gets me into trouble a lot at work, actually. It's like, it's one of my better and worse qualities, I guess, simultaneously. In that if you tell me something that like I don't know about, but it sounds correct, I'm like, all right, whatever, sounds good to me. I can accept this. All right, so this needs to be async as well. All right, here, get channel from login. And then I guess we can just hit it with the debug. This thing. And it should give me whether or not this is a valid request or not. That's Godot 4, we can ignore that. Yeah, I want to keep working on the vpupper port to Godot 4, but the library is still broken, and then there's like lots of internals that they're pushing around, like they're tearing out stuff that they wrote because it was broken and they're trying to push Godot 4 out the door. So it's tough. It's tough. So this is sometimes you win bot. So we can hit it with env. Don't accidentally cat that, because that has all of my stuff in it. Oh, we don't want to run it as release either. Bin. Come on. That might work. We just got to recompile real quick. We use Matrix more. It has the same catch-22 Linux had for decades, or Linux had for decades. That's fair. That's fair. Where, and it still honestly kind of still has. Right. Like, people think they want flexibility, but what they actually want is, things to just work. Which might be controversial. I don't know, I'm the same way. It's like, if this requires too much thinking, then Oh, it's private, okay. Okay, we can make this public. It doesn't really matter, right? Or actually, can't I do this? Twitch refresh token. Yeah, I can just grab these like this. Okay. That's right. That should be fine. Copy and paste. So yeah, these are compile time constants, which is nice. I think I put the wrong one here. Refresh token. No users means no features, but no features means no users. Yeah, oh, yeah. It needs like some sort of like Twitter thing to happen, right? Where Discord completely craps the bed. It pushes their users into being like, yeah, we'll inconvenience ourselves a little bit. This one time we'll inconvenience ourselves. And then that's when the magic happens. That's when people start moving over, for sure. But even then, it didn't really work that well, right? Right? Because like Elon Musk, Mr. Elon, kinda bungled things, but then like, I don't know, Twitter still seems to be going pretty strong. Alright, bad request, invalid client. Really? Could not parse response when refreshing token. Twitch returned an error. What the heck? Could not parse response while refreshing token. Did I do anything different here? Because I know that this works. Or is this not the... Did I pass in the wrong refresh token? I might have. Oh, I did. And the error is wrong. This should be client ID. I remember I flipped these. That's client ID, this is client secret, this is refresh token, this is my channel name, so let's run this again. Twitter kinda did. Mastodon is definitely way more popular than it was, but it still doesn't hold a candle. Yeah. Yeah. Like it got the signal boost that it needed, right? I think that's, you know, the problem with Matrix is that it needs some events to boost it. All right. Just another Twitch streamer that I know is not live. So it should give me a nothing, right? No! Okay, hold on. Or is he? No, this is... No, they're not live. Alright, how do you check if someone's live again? Because that's me. Who is live. And then I know that Bear Taffy is not live. I suppose I could use Rogue Ren, but I don't remember. Is it Rogue Ren? Are you live? I don't think you're live. But it will give me channel information, which is what I don't want. Oh, but... No. I was gonna say I can check against the game ID. But this person's not live and they have a game ID. They just got way too used to centralized platforms, which isn't how the internet was designed. Yeah. Unfortunately. But I think, like, that's what people want, right? Like, even in, like, crypto stuff, right? Like, the entire point of cryptocurrency is that it's decentralized, and then they went and centralized it, right? Because that's the only way that NFTs work, right? Is that they're centralized. You have one central authority that verifies that, yep, you are the owner, right? And I think that speaks more, that's more of a philosophical question, maybe, if you want to look at it like that, right? Where if you were to put a bunch of people into like a big group and tell them to accomplish a task, but you don't assign a leader, they will almost certainly assign a leader, right? Unfortunately. Oh, fortunately and unfortunately, right? Is that people desire centralization. If you want to do, I guess, anything. If you want to accomplish as a singular task, maybe not a singular task, but focus on a direction, you need to centralize somehow. But I don't know. That's just how I see it. That might not be true. All right. Anyways, that's you. I don't know. What's the API thing to check if someone's live? Twitch, Helix, channel live. Me in the corner making my centralized platforms. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand the appeal of centralized platforms for sure. Like, I like it when a platform is centralized. That might be contentious, but it makes it easier for me as well, because then I don't need to check, like, okay, who supports which things, right? You know, a central platform, there's one source of truth. You don't need to, make sure, like, who do you support this feature? Do you support this feature? You just go to Twitch and be like, oh, look at how neat. Live. Get followed? No, I don't want to get followed streams. Start a commercial? Probably not. Really? Okay, so this is useless. How to check if a channel is live? And I need the Helix API. This is the old one. Like somewhere in the middle. I think centralized can be good, but they should be able to interact with alternatives instead of locking you into a walled garden. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of how old Twitter used to be. Like, really, really old Twitter. Back when you could just hit their APIs, right? And then you get, like, you can get that's what they say, Twitch feed, Twitter feed. You can drink from the fire hose, as the saying goes. And then they start closing stuff off, right? Which I get, because if I think if you just drink from the fire hose, then you're not using Twitter, and then Twitter makes no money. You're just leeching off. Centralize everything, but then give people the ability to, like, scoop some data out. I'm just really bad at words. I'm looking for ways to say things that don't sound like an innuendo. I don't think this is what I want. Is this what I want? Because that's me. That's channel information. No, this is not what I want. This is just, it doesn't have anything. What is description? Delay 0. I also don't know what that means. So it was when I first joined Twitter, exclusively used third party. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, I think, for sure. Is make it easy to, build on top. But of course, once you go public, right, then you need to satisfy the shareholders. And the shareholders, if you're giving out stuff for free, then you're not making money, obviously. Get streams. Isn't this what I was looking at? Or is this get streams? Yeah, it's a list of all streams. No, this is not what I want. Oh, but oh, I can pass a query parameter. Okay, so this should be like let res equal clients. Oh, and it's not going to give me code completion yet again. Hold on. I know this can give me code completion. How Reddit has a ton of third-party clients. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think Reddit is also locking down, though, for sure. Right, because they want to be... Well, I guess Reddit isn't actually public. Is Reddit a publicly traded company? I don't remember. Helix. Get stream. Get stream. 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 I don't know. What do I got? So this is Twitch API docs rs. Twitch API 2. They're all kind of the same. Are they still private? I don't know. I suppose I could check. Well, I'm a little nervous about Googling it because sometimes when I check stocks, Google will also just show my recently searched stocks, or I feel like I've seen it before. And I don't want to reveal that I'm almost exclusively invested in all blue chips. Features. All right, so Helix. So what do you got? Wait, this is not what I want. Client. Twitch client, sure. And then Helix client, and then their file for it, but it's not finalized. Locking down sucks because Android for Reddit is horrible. Yeah, for Android I use Reddit is fun. That was pretty good. I've never used the official app though. I've always heard it's bad, which is why I've never used it. But maybe I actually should check to see if it's actually bad. Get channel from login. Gets channel information from a broadcaster's login. Yeah. Get user. I'm pretty sure I don't want to get user, but I guess I could. What does get user do? Get user from login. This should be about the same. Get user from login. Oh, but this takes a... No, actually, no, I don't need to implement anything. This should be automatic. All right. I don't know. Give it a try. I just need to see what the endpoints give me, because I also don't have any of the tokens available locally. Otherwise, I would just use Postman to send these requests. All right, broadcaster type. So you're not live. So what if I do me? The one I've used since, okay, I like Infinity. Is Infinity good? I don't know. As mentioned like before, right? Like I'm kind of person, I just want it to work. Once I have something working, I don't care if there's a better one. I just want it to keep working. As soon as it breaks, I'll move on. Infinity. Oh no. Infinity for Reddit. The second result I saw was Comcast. I was like, oh no. God, I hate Comcast. Alright, this looks nice. I don't really post on Reddit. It's alright. It's bugging and annoying most of the time. My main gripe with the official app. Videos break constantly. Isn't it like videos just break constantly in general on Reddit? Like the Reddit videos I've never really had work very well. Like on the official site, the video also kind of sucks. All right. Offline. So what's the difference between this and this? I need to also fix all my other stuff so I get less warnings. I don't know. Maybe there's another thing I'm missing. Search categories, search channels. Get followed streams? No. Get broadcaster, get banned. Maybe not everything is implemented. Or maybe I should just be using the TMI clients? Or is it just get stream? Get stream? So this is get streams. But what's the difference between this and get stream? Get a list of all streams, and you can send a query parameter. So maybe I just need to send a raw request, because I guess it just isn't implemented. Oh, this one builds it? What the heck? So not everything is implemented then. I think that's what I'm getting from this. It has a weird video pipeline, converts everything possible to MP4, including GIFs for some reason, and they barely load half the time. Yeah. Something I have happened to me a lot, actually, with Reddit videos, is that, like, they'll start playing for me pretty quickly, but then they'll just kind of hang at some point. And then I'm like, I don't know, like, what do you want me to do? Oh, they just don't have it implemented. Or they don't have it implemented as a separate thingamajig. So you have to do get streams request. So use Twitch. Oh, I don't know what it's called. Use Twitch API. What is it called? Helix? Is it this one? Get streams. Oh, Helix streams. Get streams request. So give me this. And then we'll build it. Or does this have a builder? It does have a builder. No. Hold on. Build. Get streams request builder. Really? Create feature Helix. It does have a builder, but it's not giving me this thing for it for some reason. Yeah, what the heck? Just convert to WebP or something? Yeah. But I think I get why Reddit goes down pretty often, right? Because isn't there, like, the API for creating a Reddit bot is pretty loose. The last time I looked at it, I remember isn't like the oh god, what is it called? It's not the timeout limit, but you know, the request limit was pretty generous. So if you just wanted to, you know, just scrape subreddit after subreddit, you could do that pretty quickly. So I would assume that their servers are just getting hammered. The actual heck, does Google want to kill JPEG XL? I don't know. That's kind of old news though, isn't it? Rust Analyzer doing something else. Rust Analyzer is just being completely useless for me. I don't know why. Because it says here that there's a builder, but I don't know what the builder does. It's not doing anything. So I don't know how to build it. But it appears that I actually need to do like let res equal clients, Helix, and then use request get, and then I pass it a request that I build. Request get. I should be doing it over here so I get code completion. He says yet again. Helix request, excuse me. Request get. Request get, then I need to have some sort of request, and then I need to pass in the token, which is understandable. I'm already doing that. Already handled. So give me something. User token. Oh, then I'm completely wrong. Just ignore me. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Did you ask the analyzer to be nice? Well, I know the Rust Analyzer has trouble working with I guess, sub-binaries. This is something I would want to refactor, but at this point, I'm waiting on it. I need to get everything working first, because this works, kind of. Kind of, not really. So I'm getting to it. All right, so that's going to be wrong. So Twitch API, is it Helix? Streams, get streams request. How about this one? What is this one? Oh. It's just re-exported. Build, please. Where's the builder? Is this wrong? Source, can I look at the source? Or is this implemented somewhere else, which is very annoying? Again, I'm getting the feeling it's implemented somewhere else. Oh, typed builder. Oh, fantastic. It has managed to make golf interesting. Is there a new anime out that's about golf? I haven't watched anything in a little bit. Game ID, user login. So I guess we'll just guess. This is my favorite type of programming, where you just blindly do it. Hope it's good enough. Call build to build it. Sure. I don't know what build gives you though. See, yeah, this isn't even here. Oh, it's because it's a, I don't know, it's present in a macro, so Rust Analyzer just does not know how to see it. No function or associated item called builder found for structs. Huh? What do you mean? Is this a feature? Do I need to enable builders? Feature clients. I have Helix. Yeah, typed builder. I'm losing my mind. Rate limit of like 60 requests per minute, which is really, that is really low. Yeah. I think even Twitch is a bit more reliable on that. Is it? Or at least I've never been rate limited. So maybe I have been hitting my rate limit constantly, which is why sometimes my bot gets kicked. But Twitch chat does kick you out just because. So I don't know. I don't know. Do any of these use the builder? Because I don't care about followed streams. I just want to send, please. Yeah, get streams request. That's not what I want. Do I just need to construct it? I can do that, sure. So we don't use the builder. We just do get streams request. Default, please. Defaults, and then the only struct field should be user login, which is me. And then we send the request here. Birdie wing. Yeah, Twitch is at 800 per minute. Yeah. I really should like check these things before I start talking about them, but that's not how we do it when we're live. All right. cannot create using a struct expression. Okay, sure. I saw it's using defaults. So we have a default, and then do I have, is this a public field or no? I'm assuming it's, oh, it is. I don't know. User login, or user login is a vac. Okay, sure. Yeah, because I can see here that this builder doesn't exist. Yeah, the builder doesn't exist, and I don't see an option to import it. Yeah, it's not in scope. It's very strange. Twitch chat is fact-checking invention. It is. Who needs Chat GPT when you instead have a different type of chat? Am I right? Push back. I don't know. This is a vec of username. Oh, fantastic. Username is a is a nickname. Fantastic. So this is gonna fail, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Send it. Right. Okay. Get this out of here. Please. I don't know. No method found named pushback found for enum. Really? Is this not the struct I think it is? What is this? Why can't I click on you? Okay, get stream request, sure. Get stream request. Some sort of struct. Feature typed builder, but I should be using typed builder. Information on the internet has to be facts. Yes. That sounds like a fact to me for sure. Feature typed builder? Yeah, I don't need to specify. Or did I specify I'm not using default features, which is why it's not here? Yeah, no, I'm using all. Yeah. What the heck? This isn't what I saw. Is this something different? So this is get streams, Helix endpoints, get stream. Nah. What? Accessing the endpoint. To use this endpoint, construct a get streams request with the get streams request and builder method. I don't have that method though. Send the request to receive the response with, yeah, request get, yeah. Also get the request. I don't think I need this. See, that's just what I'm talking about though, about Rust libraries, is that this is so complicated. I've done this before just by sending raw requests. Like it's just the only hard part is authenticating, because you need to, you know, maybe you need to refresh the token, maybe you don't, and then there's like other things you need to take care of, like the nonce, which is not required, but very recommended. But now they have like a weird builder thing, but I don't have access to the builder for some reason, even though it should be accessible because I'm using all features. But I don't think that they use the builder. Like get followed streams, this does not use a builder. I know that because this is just, yeah, available as a function, which is not useful. Huh. Get channel status. What do you have? User logins? That's not really what I want. But maybe it is what I want, I don't know. So clients, Helix, what do you got? Get streams request. Wait. What the heck? Is this what I want? This is exactly what I want. This is not a builder. This is the calling a function. That's not what the documentation said. Documentation says use the builder or use default, I guess. Well, that's what the example was doing anyways. All right. Let's just look at it real quick. All right. Args next? Nope. Oh, I think I deleted too many things. Nope, I did not delete too many things. Nope, I did delete too many things. So team, you win. Oh, that's me. All right, still an error somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Types. Oh, right. Twitch. API. It should be correct. No, it's not. Temporary value dropped while borrowed. That's fair. Okay. Request equal this. All right. Okay. Excuse me? That's actually what they were doing as well, but okay. Oh, it's because of this. All right, I retract my complaints. Or actually, no, maybe I don't retract my complaint. What the heck? Are they using nightly? Temporary value dropped while borrowed. Okay, sure. I'm also not familiar with this last bit of syntax. Okay. Is that a length? What operator is this? Now, this is actually something I'm not familiar with at all. What the heck is this? User logins. Of course, it's not going to give me any code completion. Why would it? Get streams request. I'm losing my mind. Where does this thing come from? It's not here. Helix streams? Am I Helix streams? 6.1? Am I on a like really old version? I am on a really old version. That's why it didn't match up. Okay. Oh, because this is an RC version, so it's not uploaded to docsrs. All right. Reading ability 10 out of 10. Mastery level 100. I'm still not sure why this is not valid though. Right? Like this doesn't make a difference. The wrong version of the docs. Yeah, it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough. Because I understand, like, it's an RC, whatever. Temporary value. Am I crazy? Like, I'm doing the same thing here. Actually, a bit better. Because I'm directly hard coding it. I just need to see if it works, and then I can clean it up later. Like, this is a temporary slice. Temporary dropped while borrowed? Sure. Let equal. Sorry. Sure, so that's now basically an empty slice. Then shouldn't you be able to do this? I still don't understand what the syntax is. Well, okay, sure. Borrow it. I don't know. It went away. cargo dock? No. Absolutely not. This looks about right. So then if I do, I think rogue ren is one word, and not case sensitive. Aha, okay, so this is exactly what I want. This is very strange though. As always, you know, blah, blah, blah. If you want something, or you want someone to do something about it, submit a PR, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I'll submit a PR. It's rogue ren. All right, that's why it's rogue ren. Hold on. It should still give me roughly the same thing. All right, it's beautiful. Some rando that took your name. Ah, okay. Okay, well this is good, right? Because you're not live, I think. Maybe. Are you live? Show off. Okay. All right, so that's expected. That's exactly what I want. So it should be data none, but then when we recompile, should be data is not null. And then because I provided an explicit user ID, it will just look for that one user ID. Yeah. Live now, just disagree with you, but please don't. Okay, fine. I'll just search for another streamer. All right. So this part is wrong. This is just get channel, general channel information, which is not useful. All right. And then once more, I will proceed to make my code really hard to read by typing it all in just one place. I'm going to refactor it, I swear. I just need time. This syntax, though, I don't know. Is there a Rust expert in the chat? I'm mostly just curious, like, what the heck is this? I don't know what this is. Does it mean, like, pass in the rest of the parameters? Is it like a destructuring thing? I don't know. I've never seen that, though. Until, I suppose, just now. Alright, so we'll construct a local slice. Username ref from static string slice from a string slice from string, I suppose. And then create channel name, Twitch channel name. And then here, that okay, and then if it's okay, then we have our response struct, and then we can check the data. And then I only care about the size field. Yeah. Okay. Response is equal to client helix rec get Twitch API helix streams, and I'm not going to be importing this one because I noticed that there were several other ones that are possible as well, which is strange. User logins. Is it really not going to give me code completion? User, oh, it will. Program. I'm curious if I need that or not. User token. So you await. All right, it's beautiful. just a mega line. It's not satisfied. Okay, so I'm assuming like this is doing a thing, right? Okay. What is this syntax? Some sort of cow syntax? But what does that mean? What does that mean? So public function user logins is something that implements into a cow data, where that cow data is a slice of username refs. But then, yeah. So it's a slice, right? Can you override that operator? Like, I don't think Rust allows you to override the square brackets operator, does it? Yeah, copy on write, yeah. Like, I do remember I saw a post on Reddit, because I'm, a huge nerd apparently. It was like how to it was something witty, but it's basically just like how to horrify a Rust programmer, right? So there's like tons of things that you can override, like the common operators for, right? So you can override things on raw structs. So you can have like add, where add is a struct, and then you can override the plus sign operator, and then you can just like add whatever, right? Or maybe not like that, but like add 1. Add 1, 2, 3 like that. And then it would actually return, that would be equal to 6, right? Something like that. Which is hilarious. And also very strange. But I wasn't aware that you could override the indexing operator. What is that called? But I think this is fine if response data empty is empty. So if not is empty. Oh. Sorry, not and. And I guess we'll just nest it again. We'll refactor. He keeps saying as he continues to not refactor at all. Sender, send, bot, message, channel line. All right. It's a trivial slice. Where can I read the documentation on that? I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Where's my Discord stuff? Discord. So Discord handles this thing. It should be fine. Oh, it's absolutely not fine. Okay, wait. Right, so I think generally how most people do it is that you have separate bots. Right, so if one bot like goes down, it doesn't kill both bots. But I'm running this on my own server, so whatever. I can just restart it. So let's see. This sends a message over a channel to my runner, and then the runner intercepts it and then passes it back, which is a bit weird, but it's to prevent spam. And also, I couldn't figure out a better way to have both bots open channels to each other. Because then you run into a lot of lifetime issues, I guess. Sender, send. So this sender is, yep, this is our sender. So we listen for messages, channel live, and then you send, host sender, sends to pretty much everybody, but it's only handled by Discord. So that's the event handler. We don't care. This one. This one. Central message. Oh, right now it doesn't do anything. That's right. Okay. Never mind. Let's just try it then. Run bin bot. Okay. Only reference I found on it. Oh, thank you. You actually looked for it. It was more of a rhetorical, because I don't expect anyone in chat to actually do anything. But I do appreciate it. Destructuring. Oh, it's a destructuring thing, right? But wait, no. Where is it? Oh, here. The 1 bit. Yeah, there we go. There's the bot. It literally only mentions it, yeah. In contrast to destructuring declarations using let, patterns may not appear on the left-hand side of an assignment due to syntactic ambiguities. Instead, a group of expressions that correspond to patterns are designed to be assignee expressions and permitted on the this is an unnecessary comma, permitted on the left-hand side of an assignment. Assignee expressions are then desugared to pattern matches, followed by sequential assignment. The desugared patterns must be irrefutable. In particular, this means that only slice patterns whose length is known as compile time and the trivial slice are permitted for destructuring. Trivial slice? Oh! Doesn't that mean that you... Like, you can... Can't you slice by doing just like a bracket 2, something like that? So if you just have, yeah, so if you slice like, you can slice like that, so like slice from the beginning to the second index, or you know, slice from the second index to the end. So if you just do this with no beginning or end, this slices the entire thing. But don't I already have a slice? Like, this is a slice here. Right? Yeah, this is already a slice, so why do I need to reslice it? Or does reslicing it create a copy, and that's what it wants me to do? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it. Maybe reslicing it creates a copy which lives longer, maybe? I don't know. But no, because these are all references. And then this expects a reference. Wait, no. I don't know. I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. It's like something about this. The API just feels a bit too over-engineered for what I need. Like, I just want to know if I'm live or not. Is that so much to ask? Rust is confusing. I think it's just like the API is confusing. Right? Like, I think the design of how like they handle tokens, it's fine. It's a bit too complicated, but I do like how it just gives you, you know, it automatically destructures. Well, not destructures. I guess destructures the response for you into like an easy access token duration, and then maybe the new refresh token if it does exist. You know, that's nice. I like that. No, then maybe I shouldn't be debugging this, huh? Maybe I should just do Where is it? Channel live. Okay. Hit me with an error so it stands out more. Maybe not an error, just hit me with an info. Alright, so kill this. Interrupt. Slice documentation is subpar. Yeah, isn't like the... It's probably documented somewhere else, because I have read the slice documentation before. Rust. Slicing. The slice type. How do... Isn't the slice... Yeah. Like that. String slices. But I guess that's just a different type of slice. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. I remember reading this. Takes a full slice of X, yeah. So it just takes a full slice, yeah. But if you're already slicing, yeah. If you slice a slice, what changes? I guess that's my question. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm confused as well. It's a big mystery. Okay, so I'm not getting any of this. Although it does take a little bit, because I only check if you're live every 2 minutes. So that's probably fair. I guess we'll just wait. And while we're waiting, I'm gonna go use the restroom. But I don't know. Just look at this. And I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. All right. Okay, so I don't want to ping too many times. Let me see. Has it been 2 minutes yet? I can reduce this down. So we check live ticks. So we tick. How often do I tick? Oh no. Okay, I need another console. Not this one. Yeah, I guess I don't need to be still connected, but we'll move this off screen. So we're pinging every now and then. And then cat my env script is not in my env script. All right. So dot we equal as slice, I guess? Maybe? I suppose, I think that might be like a really easy one to answer, maybe. So if we do all of this stuff, right? Assert like login as slice is equal to login blah blah. Maybe. We could check. Ooh, we can't do that. I guess they're almost equivalent. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Seems so. Seems like they are equivalent. But it's not almost. Is it more just like which one's more readable? I don't know. Because as slice gives you a reference to a slice, right? So if you do like as slice, this gives you a reference to a slice, whereas what does this one give you? It gives you a thing. Let A is the F equal to as slice. So these are, I don't know. What's the difference? I suppose this one requires a bit less typing. Maybe that's the difference. See, I like the Python thing, excluding string management. But I like the Python thing where there's just like the idea that there's one right way to do things. That's what I appreciate. Which is also why I really dislike writing Ruby, or I really dislike reading other people's Ruby code. Right? Because Ruby, pretty neat. I think it has a lot of nice things about it. But when you jump into somebody else's code base in Ruby, it's like, oh no. Especially if it's a code base that multiple people have worked on. Everyone just kind of does their own thing. Unless you have really, really like strict coding guidelines. All right. Right here. Ticks. I don't know. Let me just hammer the Twitch API server really quick. I just want to see if it works, because this ticks every now and then in my build.rs. So what did I configure it to be? The tick was, where is it? Or is there no tick? Am I stupid? Tick duration. Oh wait, no, this isn't even configured in the build.rs. This is just configured here. So that's every half second. Okay, look, I'm live. Beautiful. Just a rookie coder anyways. It's okay. Just keep at it, and eventually you'll switch from being a rookie to a senior programmer, just like me. I'm actually not a programmer. Well, officially, professionally, I'm not a programmer. That's not what my job title is. I didn't even go to school for this kind of stuff. Yep. Yeah, so pretty much anything that people talk about, it's like, it's like, oh, you should have learned this in school. Like, I remember there was someone who was going off on me because I didn't know how regex worked. Or I didn't know, like, what the heck, like, look back was in regex. And I was like, I don't know. I just thought regex did a thing. I thought regex was just like a really complicated set of instructions. But no. Turns out regex is like its own state machine. Who knew? You know? So, you need 30 years of Rust for that. Well, let me tell you, I did get hired as a senior Rust QA engineer. So that was it was for like creating test harnesses in Rust, which is a lot of fun. And by a lot of fun, I mean like extraordinarily tedious, and I would never want to do it again. Finite state machine, yeah. Anyways, I ended up reverse engineering. Yeah, what is it called? It's not Redis. What's the Kafka, which is not related to Redis at all. But I ended up reverse engineering the Kafka, I guess like over the wire API, so that we could mock it. So you could mock a message that comes from Kafka and then pass it to the rest of the application. So that was interesting. And it also was extremely prone to failure whenever we updated. But for 4+ years in the fast API, because only been around for less than 2. Yeah, it's because recruiters are not programmers, which is unfortunate. Because if they were programmers, then they would be a programmer. It's almost the same arguments as, professors, right? Like those who can't teach, which is extremely rude, but also, Match. Where is it? or match. This will be some sort of message. Match M. So this will be create Twitch bot message channel live, and then pretty much everything else I don't really care about. The channel live does not have anything. Need to handle the defaults. Just basically just don't handle them, right? Yeah. I don't know. Whenever I used to apply to companies, I just use the same resume and just blast it out to a bunch of them, which is actually how I got my current job. I wasn't specifically looking to become a technical consultant for my current employer, which you can find if you just Google my name. But, you know, they were looking for like senior level when I only had 1 year of experience, but they're like, you know what? We like you. We like the audacity that you would do something like this. So, I don't know. Come on in. We'll fly you out. And I was like, all right, I love it. Let's do it. You know, errors by doing nothing, my favorite. Well, it's actually not an error, right? Technically. It's just an unhandled message. Because some of these bot messages are meant to only go to the handler, right? Because you need to spawn every process from somewhere, which is what this idea is. And then if a message comes in from Twitch, which is like, I need to shut down, then the handler can take that and then broadcast that over to the Discord side, and then the Discord bot will start shutting itself down as well. So when I'm passing messages back and forth, I don't actually need to handle every single message. I mean, it would be good, but some of the messages, you know, there's nothing that I need to do. Like, for example, you see here, config updated. Discord doesn't need to handle that, because Discord's the one that's actually reading the message, or it's actually reading the config and then sends that config message out, you know? To us understand, way easy to do all in one file. Yes, this is true. Thank you very much, anonymous chatter, for the follow. All right, channel live. Do I have this configured in my environment variable file? Because you might notice whenever I'm, maybe if you zoom in, I don't know if, can you actually read this? If you zoom in. I just thought about that. I was like, wait a minute. If I alt tab, can you read that? Okay, that's good, because those are all my credentials on another screen. And I almost did the same command in this terminal. Don't do that. Okay, so I do need to add one more thing. Watching 720p on a 1440 monitor. Cannot read it. Yeah, well, and I think it's also like, because of like visual artifacting and stuff, I also don't think that you would be able to read this anyways. Like, at most, you might be able to make out this as master, but then all the other letters might be a bit too hard to read. Or at least they jumble together. But maybe not. Maybe I just am about to get hacked. Someone's about to hijack my bot. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for Discord. Then we'll look at my channel. So there's a few things I need to handle. Let's do this. All right, so bot data. This is actually where I'm configuring most of my bot stuff. So no one can see this except for me. This is all done in TOML. I think job tick duration doesn't really need to exist. Do I even still use it? Yeah, no. Let's just take it out. Doesn't really need to exist. Yeah, because like there's no way for me to restart the job, I guess. Timeout role ID, max message with, what else would you want? I need to have the stream notification channel. So I grab this ID. That's just a number. What else? Debug channel is bot controller. Copy the ID. Yes. Okay. Then I just need to have you pub stream notification channel. We'll make this really easy, right? And as far as I know, this does not go against Discord TOS to store configuration like this. At least I hope so. Have not actually verified it. Besides like a really quick like cursory like look over. Alright, don't need any of this. This is fine. Notification channel is whatever the U64 default is, which I'm pretty sure is just a 0. All right, there we go. Is equal to other. Debug channel is equal to other debug channel. All right, that should be fine. And then once we do this, at least Discord will always have a handle on the config. Technically Twitch also has it, but it's just kind of floating. Maybe it's just like a difference in design, so maybe I shouldn't really think too hard about refactoring. Maybe this is fine. Here we go. Twitch channel live. Then we can go inside of the config. So where do I read from the config? I do know I read from the config a few times. Yeah, self config read, because that's behind a read-write lock, if I'm not mistaken. Turn up the quality, see if I can read if I zoom, but you're too quick with the alt tab. All right. Can you read this? I can wait. I can wait. I can kind of read it here, but I would hope that there's too much artifacting to properly try to copy it. Right, because I think I only stream in 1080p as well. I don't know. Or maybe, are you just doing it so like the artifacting goes away? Like you just want me to hold it here for like 10 good seconds so it stops artifacting? Basically like a long exposure photo. In which case, congratulations, you got me. Alright. I believe you're allowed to do this. You can just send via the context. So, where is it? It's one of these. It's one of these. It's one of these. Where is it? I swear I've seen this before. Unreadable? That's good. Friend request on Discord so I can show it to you zoomed. Oh, thank you, thank you. Look at that. Pending. Rond. Accepted. Nice. Oh, that's fantastic. I can kind of read some of it. Like there's my one comment that says like, it's me. That's good though. Appreciate it. It's very helpful for me to know if I'm accidentally leaking a bunch of things every time I stream. All right. Reaction add. Channel ID. Okay, so it's channel ID. Then I need to, does it need to be parsed? So channel ID, what does this take? This takes in a thing. Okay, I see. It's complicated, basically. So here, we'll do roughly the same thing. This should be invalid. I also need to refactor this. Probably just pull this out into a standalone, like, you know, like send arbitrary send message. And then all it requires is the HTTP client used by Discord. We need absolutely zero artifacting for it to be readable, and it's a close to non-zero chance of that. Macro time? Yeah, maybe. I think... Oh, hello. Joe's by and or Nero. I like macros. Or I like the... So there's not procedural, but there's the... Are they called procedural macros? Anyway, basically like the derived macros. Or for example, like this kind of macro, I don't get very much, but these macros, like macro rules kind of macros, I get those. I like those. And I have a tendency to abuse them, unfortunately. So send message. All right, so we don't need any of these. So not this one. This should be self config. Ooh, read awaits. Put me in the debug channel for now. There should be a U64. I don't know. Probably just channel live or something like that. I do want to use a format because we are going to be using a format string. What does that purple button do? Which purple button? You know, you can use arguments in line. Yeah, I know. But something that gets me a lot is that for some macros, you can use arguments in line. Some macros, you can't. So instead of, you know, just occasionally running into the issue where you cannot use the argument in line, just do it all the same way. Right? Because the way that I program, for better or worse, is just like I do everything the same way. I just do everything the same way. Variable used move due to use in generator. Where? One. Borrow data. Self is a reference that is only valid in the associated function. That's right. Oh. But I need a reference to the... Okay. I'm seeing the problem. Right, because this gets moved into a different context, I guess. Working on the bot. Yep. Said follow. Now it disappeared. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Ron Dev. But yeah, I'm working on the bot. It's the last piece before it's more or less on par with how the bot used to be. Because the bot used to be written in Golang. But then I was like, you know, there's a lot more Rust jobs out there. I might as well just have something that I can put on my portfolio. And I haven't seen anyone do a bot like this before. And for good reason, but, you know, I'm not known for my good reason. But I need to be able to access the config from here because it's in the config. Or actually, wait a minute. Can't I have my config here. I have my config here. Oh, but then you don't read it. Oh, no one's using the config because I'm a big dummy. The dev in my name is just to fool people to think I have an idea of what I'm talking about. Oh. Well, you got me. As mentioned before, you know, as long as it sounds correct, I won't question it, especially if it's something I don't recognize. Your Golang bot also crashed after 8 hours. Yeah. I think the Golang bot had problems with connecting to Twitch. So occasionally Twitch would just kick the bot. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I can clone it for sure. Well, no, I'm not sure that I can clone it. Well, no, you can't clone it because you're not allowed to... All right, I don't know. Can you clone it? Maybe you can clone it? Yeah, no, the problem is the fact that you can't move self like that. Yeah, because that's the problem. You can't move self into a Tokyo async block, right? Because it's a completely different context. So you would need to move it, but I don't want to move it. I could do this, where I basically snapshot the configuration like this. So self config read awaits like that, and that gives you the read write lock guard. Well, actually, I guess I could maybe if you clone it, what does it give you? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, maybe I could just clone it. And that means that you would never be able to update your config after the bot has started, but I guess that's probably fine. Clone the config object, yeah, give the clone object to the thread, yeah. Well, what I'm thinking about, right? Or what I was trying to solve for is like, how would you update the configuration for the bots while the bot's still running? If you wanted to update the configuration for the bot, you would need to take down the bot and then start the bot again, right? Does it ever recheck the config while running? Well, not now, but I wanted it to. So fix the website PRs should be good to go whenever you feel like, all right, let's see. Yeah, usually what I work on, by the way, is this virtual puppet project. Oh, like this. So I wrote this in a much simpler language, GD script. Let me see, PR. Let's do this really quickly. Files moved. What do you mean they were moved? What do you mean they were moved? Oh, okay, deleted. It's not really moved, it's more deleted, but I guess that's like roughly the same thing. Have a function that rechecks so you can call from outside the thread, but yeah, but isn't it like for this, once I move things into like the Tokyo thread, you can't update it? Especially since I'm cloning it like this. So it's not like a reference to a thing, it's just elsewhere. Right, so what I would actually want is something like this, and then config. Oh, I don't need to clone it. What the heck am I doing? Something like that. Oh. Borrowed data escapes outside of the associated function. Self escapes the associated function body here. Where's here? Self as a reference, as only lifetime defined here, 82, 82. Everything's at 82, eh? Yeah, oh. I should touch vpupper again. I got a Mesa update, oh baby. Make it an RC, but I can't make it an RC. See, that's the problem, right? Is that these are, it needs to be, well, anyways, according to this, the Rust memory cheat sheet. Oh, that's too big. Actually, that's about the perfect size, isn't it? Well, I suppose they're on their own separate threads, because it's going back once I get it up and running. Okay, that makes more sense then. Because technically it should have been removed, but I guess you're just moving it for now, that's fine. Yeah, mutex inside and then arc, then lock it when updating. Well, I guess here's the question: is it single threaded even though it's technically multi-threaded because it's on its own thread that doesn't interact with any other threads? Or is it multiple threads because I'm literally using multiple threads? Because I was operating under the assumption it was multiple threads, but now that I'm thinking about it now, the Discord thing just runs on its own thread. The Twitch bot runs on its own thread. And then I guess just the handler runs on the main thread. So maybe it's all just single threaded? Well, I guess they can think of themselves as single threaded, so I should actually be using a reference count. At least it's less flickering. Yeah, it's good. I need Godot 4 to stabilize, and then I can move on. Stable, blah blah. The application there. I think this is. Oh well, okay. For the Flatpak, the release is delayed, and then technically this is grammatically incorrect because it's not a title, but okay. I think this is technically incorrect. It's also not a title. It's a note. We'll allow it. I don't know. Send it. I guess it looks fine to me. Whatever. So you only need to, yeah, I think I only need to read it from the same thread. So maybe I can change this to be a. I need to see this again. Hold on. I need interior immutability. It needs to be mutable. Ownership is. It has to be something with how AMD it is OpenGL. As always, I just blame the drivers for any flickering. It's not me. It's single-threaded. It's unique. We're allocating on the heap. So I guess I should be boxing it then? Maybe I should just box these? I don't think that's how this will work though, right? So comment this out for now. Yeah, so if I just do a bunch of stuff, comment this out. Where did all the other errors come? Where are the errors coming from? Did I comment something out that I shouldn't have? Almost certainly true. Oh, yep, I did. I messed this up. This part. So this should be fine. So I can change this to be a, yeah. It's only ever read from the same thread. So it is multi-threaded, but then each thread doesn't care about any of the other threads. So I should be thinking about this like it's single-threaded, which means ownership unique. This should just be a box. Perhaps. So you box it. So if I just change all of these to boxes, shouldn't that just work? And then I just need to also fix everything else. All right, hold on. Undo, undo. Because I haven't committed anything yet. Probably should commit really quick because it's more or less correct. RM, RF source, spin, live checker. Don't need that anymore. Implement channel live check. Or I guess it's not completely implemented. Half implement channel live check. All right, so now we're committed. We'll just push really quick. Straight to master, as all good code is. So there's the box. And I don't know. I wish I had more opportunities to write more Python, honestly. I don't know if that's like heresy or not, but I do enjoy writing Python. Did I mess something up? Rust Analyzer, please. I know this is wrong. There should be a box new. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about giving me code completion. I can see it. Straight to main. Master is a dated term. See, that's something that I do not understand. Like, you know, the change from calling it a whitelist, blacklist to allow list, deny list, I guess I get it. Sure. It's still a little confusing, but I get it. But master from master to main, that's just dumb. That's dumb. Black market? Yeah, like black market, that's not, black market is not like a racial term. Like colors aren't racist. But I don't know. That I shouldn't be talking about that kind of stuff on stream. Alright. Why is this not giving me Rust Analyzer stuff anymore? Yeah, look at that. ASD, that, like, eh. What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, Rust Analyzer just killed itself. Right. Cargo check. Yeah, it is cargo checking. I saw the cargo check a few times. I think it's just like the VS Code plugin just dies occasionally. I have this happen a few times. And then pretty much every single solution is just restart VS Code. And electrical is no longer master and sub switches. But see, that's not even like a... that's not even like a... It's a completely different thing, right? Like, I think I get it, right? If you don't want to call it like master and slave nodes, then sure, you can call it like a master and worker node. Like worker node makes more sense, I suppose. Workers that you can then kill, but which is I guess slave node is actually a bit better. Yeah, cargo check. I suppose I can cargo check, but there shouldn't be anything to check, right? Yeah. And then cargo check is going to fail because of my build RS. My build RS has all of my, well, there isn't actually anything in the build RS, right? But it's looking for environment variables that I only have in a separate script, right? So I want to compile in a bunch of stuff. So maybe there's something else that's wrong. So if I do env run bin bot, should just be able to, actually this will break. All right, I guess we'll just do it based off of this. Self-config roll read. Actually, how the heck did I do this? Sexualizing everyday objects, though. Yeah. Just call it like a DOM node and a sub node. Easy. That way everyone is just weirded out. I don't know. Maybe I can still do this based off of, Yeah, because here, self-config, and if I just take a reference to it, maybe it's fine. I don't know. English, context-based language. Well, perhaps. Oh, hello, just Sophie. You wouldn't need to read from a box. Yeah, I know, but you still need to do this stuff. Yeah, see, now I'm actually getting I'm actually getting code completion, or at least a little type checking, at least. Self-reaction roles as mute, and then that should be fine, right? Expressions fields has a method of the configured roles. Oh, reaction roles, that's right. Okay, 3 more. Mutable anti-spam is equal to self anti-spam as mute, because it does need to be mutable. Oh. Keep going down. Self config as I can hear my computer just begging for mercy. What's it's a Twitch or Discord bot? It is. I believe that's what the title is. Although it says Rusty, which has potentially different connotations. It might be implying that it's old, which it's not. It's very new. That one's fine. This one, R equals self. My reaction roles needs to be mutable. Actually, does it need to be mutable? How is this a writable thing? I don't know. I don't know. Just whatever I was doing there, hope it's good enough. Let RR equals self reaction roles. Let's mute. Should be fine. And then, okay, finally, we're back here. So cannot borrow this as mutable. Consider changing this bindings type to be. No. Okay, so I can't do that. So I need interior mutability. Okay, wait. So this needs to be a ref cell. So maybe these should all be ref cells, not boxes, because it does need to be interior mutable. It must be interior mutable. Did you remove me from write access on the vpupper repos? Yeah, I was actually doing a little cleanup, considering it was a little security cleanup. So anyone who hadn't committed any code just got removed. But I guess since you're back to committing code, I can actually add you back. So let's do that now. Oh, that's Spotify. Get out of here. No. Don't look at my playlists. I don't listen to pop music, I swear. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes I listen to pop music, but not all the time. Only when I go on runs. Yeah, Spotify. Spotify is dope. It's pretty good. You know, I think owning your own stuff is a bit more, not convenience. It's doing your own stuff is inconvenient because then you don't get to oh, what the heck? What happened? Did you remove yourself entirely? What the heck? You should have been an outside collaborator at the very least. But okay, hold on. How do I just need to invite you again? I guess I can invite you. Username, get invited. All right, type in my auth code live on stream. Just prepare yourself. Psych. All right, auth code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here you go. All right. So I need interior immutability, so we can do just a cell. Maybe a ref cell, a reference counted cell. I don't know. So this memory management or the memory container stuff, I still don't really super understand. It needs to be interior. I need interior immutability because I need to be able to mutate stuff behind a reference to the self. So I think these should be ref cells then. Maybe not boxes, because boxes don't allow you to mutate. Auth code and stream would do nothing unless they have your username and the password in that exact moment. Yes. You never know. Because I think the password... Oh, okay, I'm not going to say anything about my password right now. ArcMutex. Does it need to be an ArcMutex? But doesn't that mean, like, I have unique ownership over it. Like, they don't share the same config. I actually give each thing their own copy of the config. Because I'm not sure how else you would pass the config to things otherwise. Or maybe, oh, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe the main runner would contain the config, the canonical config, and then everything else just has a reference to a config. So then once Discord parses the config from the Discord channel, here, not here, from here, it sends a message with a copy. The actual runner changes the config, and then that should just automatically change everyone else's copy, right? Because they don't have a copy, I guess. They have a reference to it. Like in C++, this is a lot easier because I just pass it along and then everyone just holds the pointer to the configuration. What do you want to do if it wanted to be dynamically? Why would you do that if you want it to be dynamically updated? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I do things and I don't really have a great reason why. So maybe config can be behind config can just be a reference. So config can just be, well, okay, hold on. Just undo me. Git restore. Undo me. Don't save. Discord. All right. So maybe config can just be. Oh wait, no. That's why I can't do it like that. Oh, it's all coming back to me. Because you can't do this because you don't have direct access to the handler, because the handler, I mean, this is what you have to do, right? Yeah, event handler. So the, well, no, actually, no, I'm crazy. No, you can do it like this. I can give you a lifetime. Then the config uses that lifetime. So it's a create config like that. Should be fine. So yeah, we're never modifying the config ourselves. That's right. The other things are different because these are not shared. So maybe these can just be ref cells. So anti-spam, which I also need to remember. I need to make that configurable because right now it's all hard-coded. So ref cell, anti-spam. Oh. Ref cell. What was this? This is just a hash map. Like so. Fix these things. Okay. Wait, okay. Make it an option, because it won't have the config until it receives a config. And that's fine, because we're not reading from the config constantly, so it's okay if it's behind an option. Anti-spam. This needs to be ref cell. New anti-spam. It's potentially fine. Reaction roles. All right, so I know that these need to be like so. All right. Should be okay, right? No? And then of course everything else is going to explode, but that's fine. Self config. Well, no, it's self config. Then how do you access it? Oh wait, no. Unwrap. Reaction roles? And we'll just unwrap it like that for now. This one. Borrow, mute. I guess it's fine. Yeah, okay. This one we don't want to unwrap it just in case we didn't actually receive a new config, but that's probably fine. But I think that also means I need to implement this one. Like create central message config updated, and then we update our own. No, wait. No, we don't need that. No, because it should update automatically because we have a reference to the config. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, no. This is completely wrong. No. This should not be an option. Because we can just give you a reference when we construct it. That's right. And then when it gets updated, we should be fine. Yeah. So config is some sort of create config. Like that. Should be fine. I don't know why it's not giving me code completion still. I must have like a really... There must be like a huge error just somewhere. I don't know where though. Okay, ref cell cannot be shared between threads safely. Okay, now it's coming back to me. All right. So once again, git restore me. I think these need to be arcs because it's sharing between threads, even though everything is just on the same thread. For all the streams of yours I've visited, I still don't understand Rust. I think Rust is tough. I think if you just watch streams of Rust, it's not gonna work. Like I think if you watch a stream about like, you know, GD scripts, which is what I usually do, that's pretty easy. You watch a stream about Java, still pretty easy. Python, really easy. Even Golang, you can watch a stream about Golang and still learn a lot. I think like Rust and C++ or maybe C you would still learn a lot, but I think Rust or C++, those are a bit tougher because I think there's a lot of maybe like higher order concepts that you need to understand first. For like C++, there's a lot of, you know, like rules of, there's like the rule of 0, rule of 3, rule of 5 that you need to know when instantiating objects, I think. So like rule of 0 is, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I used to know this. But anyways, I'm pretty sure this is what I need to follow. So I'm using multiple threads, unique, oh geez. And then I have multiple readers, one writer. So that's why I'm using a read-write lock, right? Yeah. But C++ memory management is done differently, and then how you're passing things is also done differently. Whereas Rust has this lifetimes, which is a bit tougher. Yeah, so I think this makes sense for the config. So config is something like that. It's a reference to a config that lives only as long as lifetime A, which we define here, and then this, some sort of config, which is a reference to a crate config, like that. And so config is equal to config, like so. So that should be okay. There's one error. I'm not sure where it is. It's at the very bottom. No, that's right, because it's looking for a config file. Like so. Handler, pass you the config. Let's references all the way down, which means that this is now wrong. Arc Rust, yeah. Patch Golang on your bot just by reading. Well, isn't like the patch you submitted was just changing a string? I think strings are pretty easy in most higher level languages. Rust and C and C++ are a bit different, right? Because in C and C++, strings are just arrays of characters, whereas in Rust, Rust, they're also just arrays of characters, but then you have reference, basically static strings, and then you have string objects, which are two different things. Yeah, well, once again, I know you can do that, and then you also get the little linter here that says like you don't need to do that. But I like doing it. I like doing it this way, just so it's consistent. Oh no, I don't like the shorthand. Not a fan. I can accept the shorthand for like returning, right? So instead of like return OK, you just put OK. But the shorthand for struct creation, I really dislike that. Unless you intentionally make all your function parameters fit it, right? So if all your function parameters just fit nicely into the struct, then that's fine, I don't care. But if they don't, then I'd rather just have everything look the same. Right? Because I think how I program is I don't actually like read most of the code. I'd mostly just like scan it, and if something looks obviously wrong, then I'll actually read it. Right, so like when I'm reading this stuff, I kind of just glaze over like all this interior stuff. I don't read it. I just read the first line, and oh, okay, that looks right. Yeah, okay, we're matching. Yeah, okay, whatever. Don't need to read the rest of it. But here, all right, so we can hold on to a config thing here. So like let config, let mutable config equal config. Oh, is this not public? It is. Eh? Config. Yeah, config. Oh, it's just not giving me code completion yet again. Much appreciated. So something like that, and then it should be okay. Right, so then this just lives until the end of the program. So it's essentially a static thing. And then here, config updated. Where is it? Channel live? Nope. Config updated. I guess we don't need to do anything here. Then we just do config is equal. we don't want to reassign it. We do copy from. Something like that. Oh, sorry. So this is passing my value, so that's also a bit wasteful. Absorb code is still a skill. Oh, thank you much for redeeming a hydrate. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rust is always going to be a bit tough, especially once you start getting deep into the lifetime stuff. So lifetimes and like fighting the borrow checker, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. I think these need to be arc read-write locks, because well, maybe they potentially only just the mutex as well. It doesn't really change anything. Or I suppose does a mutex make it simpler to access? If that's the case, then whatever. We can just try to compile it though for now. Well, no, because I still need to change all the config parts. Where's config? I know I'm using it in a few places. Yeah, so self-config. Self. Please, sir. Why? Run me. It's gonna fail. And then 170. This one. So I guess this is just self. Like so. Okay, no, now it's actually giving me errors. Okay, so there was just the one really big thing. Okay. Implicit, elided, lifetime not allowed here. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I think I have to assign it an actual lifetime because this is going to be wrong. Oh, right, because... sure. Borrowing is weird. Come up from another language. Mutex is pretty simple. Yeah, I've done mutexes before. I think I did a mutex when I wrote a lip sync implementation. Oh yeah, you need to lock it. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Well, I'm just gonna continue using a read-write lock for now because it more or less works for everything. Oh, okay. So the problem here is that it's called a lifetime. Okay, so let's give this a lifetime an explicit lifetime, and then we can give you an explicit lifetime. Where? Here. Can you do that? Is that right? And then here we need to give you the lifetime. So lifetime A. It doesn't really matter what we call the lifetime, by the way. And then borrow data escapes outside of... Oh. That's right. That's right. It does outlive it. But wait. No. Isn't it? No. Isn't that right? Like, you can do something like that? No? Borrow data escapes outside of function. Config escapes the function body here. So 454. Config is a reference that is only valid. The function valid. Lifetime is defined here in 45. Nah. Borrow expressions cannot be. Yeah, okay. I didn't think that you could do that. But then the problem is that borrow data escapes outside of function. Argument requires that A must outlive static. Why? You can't borrow with a lifetime? Can you not borrow with a lifetime? Isn't that that's what a lifetime is for, though, right? Is that if you have a reference to an actual struct then you can get a reference to that struct, pass it into something else, and then just keep passing it along. And then the lifetime ensures that it doesn't live longer than that lifetime, basically. Right? So it's... You're basically just telling the compiler that this is how long this reference should hang around for. Not a... Yeah, it's not a reference borrow, because it's already a reference borrow. So this is already a reference. It's only... Config is a reference that is only valid in the function body. Now that's honestly something I have not seen before. Rust reference that is only valid in this function value. Hold on. It's a reference that is only valid in the function. So let's give me this. Rust. This is not what I'm doing. Sure. No. Borrow data. Outer variable. Love Rust, yes. Am I dumb? Oh, sorry. It's a reference. Borrow data escapes outside function. Config escapes the function body here. So 454. Yeah. Here's a reference that's only valid in the function body. Let's call the lifetime of this reference 1. Isn't there's supposed to be more of a diagnostic? Let's call the lifetime of this reference 1. Config is a reference is only valid in the function body. Config escapes the function body here. Argument requires that 1 must outlive static. What does this mean? Head out at lectures in the morning? Are there professors on strike? Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the PR, by the way. Okay, that's Reddit. Sure. No, see, all this stuff is just useless. I don't need this. Problems like half of the PR is on the paper mod repo. Okay, hold on. Where is it? This one. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Pull request. Slides. Changes requested. I suppose we'll look at the changes. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Approved. That was pretty much the only thing. Like, pretty much, like, comments are kind of a code smell, for sure. Especially if those comments reference, like, positions of files or names of files. Right, because it requires you to maintain the comments as well, which is a lot more difficult than actually maintaining code. Right, because comments get out of sync really quickly, and then you know, at some point, then you just stop reading the comments, which you don't want. Borrow data escapes outside of the function. Okay. Borrow data escapes outside the function. Maybe just take out the lifetime here, and then that might be correct. And then you want to indicate the anonymous lifetime, which means that this is like so, but then this is now an error. And then lifetime may not live long enough. Yeah, no. Just keyword your comments, yeah. Absolutely not. Sayonara, yeah. Goodbye, goodbye. I don't think you would actually say sayonara. Because sayonara is more of a permanent goodbye. Like it's if I was saying, right? It's like it's almost like the same thing in English, right? As far as I understand, where you say to someone like goodbye, it's more of a like indicates more of a finality to it. Whereas if you're gonna, if you're leaving a group of people, you say see you later. If you're you say see you later, you wouldn't say goodbye. Goodbye is like simultaneously too formal and also indicates like a sense of finality. Say like see you later or bye. Just regular bye. If you must say it in a formal way. Something like that. Yeah, just abuse clone. Yeah, this is the point is I don't want to abuse clone. I want to simplify things, right? So instead of each bot holding their own copy of the configuration, it would be better if the main runner, which is on the main thread, holds the config. And then once Discord reads the config, or the Discord bot reads the config from Discord, where is it? From here. Then it passes it back to the main thread. Main thread then broadcasts it to the appropriate bot. And then what's tough is that the Discord bot must use interior mutability, but the Twitch bot is not really a bot at all. It's just kind of like a collection of garbage for now. Rust is fast. Yeah, but like we can make it better. We can make it better. And then also because of how, well, I don't know. I was about to say because of how this stuff works, it means I can't update the configuration while the bot's still running, but maybe that's fine. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Just do an internal restarting config change to avoid most of your heartache. Yeah, I don't know. Or headache, not heartache. This is starting to give me heartache. I miss Python. I miss Java, actually. Dealing with the borrow checker and the lifetime checker, it's like, oh man, I kind of miss Java. Like Java was verbose, but at least it was easy. Just going to rate limit you before your PC catches on fire? Yeah, probably. Probably. I mean, I'm already kind of rate limiting myself because I can only ever respond to messages according to this tick duration, which is half a second. So I suppose like if a bunch of messages come in between ticks, I would just respond in a batch, I think. I'm actually not sure how the Discord thing works. I know Twitch, I would just, well, actually, I'm not sure. Twitch, I don't batch it. So if a bunch of messages come in, it might take a few ticks for the bot to process each one of them, but the Discord one, I'm not sure. Anyways, you know what? Let's just git restore me, dude. We'll think about this later. I think the important part is this bit here, which is the channel live portion, which is the entire impetus for me switching how the configuration is stored in the first place. Anyways, see you later, Nero. Do C#? Yeah, C# and Java. What's the difference? I suppose C# is technically a bit faster, potentially, maybe. Because it's JIT'd, so for shorter programs, it will be a lot faster. Whereas, depending on the JVM that you use, and how long running your application is as well. Java can be faster. Yeah, so I know for like if you're making like a CLI tool and you had to choose between Java and C#, you should almost 100% of the time use C#. Java runs on everything, C# does not. Well, C# runs on enough things. Yeah. JVM to C++, you have Graal. Is it Graal or Graal? Yeah, Graal VM. Graal VM. Yeah, and then you can Graal VM, or use Graal VM to compile Java ahead of time. But I hear the speed is pretty bad for that. So I think I would still just use C#. So this is gonna be wrong, maybe. But maybe it's not. Maybe I can just do config. Wait, hold on. Yeah, can't this still be... This can be self config read. Oh wait. Debug channel. Potentially that might be fine. I don't know. Run me. Ah! Okay, wait, hold on. So this is the error before, right? So that's gonna give me this. Yep. Borrow of moves value. Wait. What? Wait, hold on. That's not the error I got last time. Wasn't the error I got last time that you cannot grab self in a separate thread because it moves outside of the context? Just I'll move to Zig. Yeah. I wish Zig's tooling was a bit better. So I think, like, isn't it like they only somewhat, like, within the last 6 months, they got the, like, a functioning VS Code plugin? Like, I've tried doing it a few times, but then there's also just no libraries, and I don't want to write my own bindings. I'm lazy, and I don't do graphics programming like that. Yeah. I think where I'm pretty okay at is, like, gluing a bunch of stuff together. Which is why Python is one of my favorite languages. All right, you can't do this. No, maybe you can into it. Okay. Removing the borrow. Sure. Expected type, found reference. Yep. But you can't do this. Like, this is still wrong. I can't. But then if I do this, then the entire thing is wrong. Because self is a reference that is only valid in the associated function body, that's right. And then borrowed data escapes outside of it. But then I know that in other parts, yeah, see here, I can do... Maybe I can do this. So config, get a reference to it. There's our config. And then pretty sure that's still wrong. Temporary value. Okay. What if I... All right, we can abuse a clone here, whatever. It's a bit weird. Dropped. Sure. I don't care anymore. All right, just give me the debug channel. We'll figure it out later. I just want this to work once. Really? Argument requires... You asked for verbose. Yeah, you know, I did. You're not wrong. But your statement does not match up with what the image I'm trying to project, so enjoy your 24-hour ban permanently. I'm sorry, sir. You appear to have contradicted me. We don't do that around here. I know that this will work. I know this will work if I just create the channel externally. Or if I just hard code the value. No, let's just hard code the value for now. Let's hard code it once just to make sure it works. I just want to know if it works. And then I can figure out how I'm passing this stuff around later. Like that, yeah, that'll work. Right. Just run it. Really? Oh, it is being moved. That's right. And I don't think you can clone it like that, can you? Yeah, you can't just do that. Because it's being moved inside of the async block. Although maybe, isn't it you can create like an even bigger block like this. So you can do like let client equal context HTTP, which is behind an atomic reference count. Then we can clone that like that. And cloning arcs is fine, right? Or is that not true? See, like that's some stuff I don't really remember. Is cloning arcs fine or is that not fine? And then we can move it into here and then maybe. How is 24 hours permanently? See, don't read too much into it. Someone you need to keep an own value. The ref must reference something. Yeah. Well, if you just use channels, I'm just using channels. Yeah, you must keep an own value. See, it's the ownership stuff that's really messing with me. So this problem, it's moved, which does not implement the copy trait. But then isn't it like you can put it into here, put it into its own block, give it a save, give it a save, and then move client into here, clone me, something like that. I think that's still kind of wrong, yeah. Does not implement copy, but it's cloned. Do I need to grab the inner value? So what do you got? Clone into, no. What's the documentation for arc again, or atomic reference count again? Rust, arc. Cloning an arc should always work. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, see, that's what I thought, is that you could always clone an arc, but not the compiler is telling me that I can't. Right, because use of move value client as type HTTP was not implement the copy traits because I'm moving it into a Tokyo thread. So I guess that's, oh, you know what? That's probably the part that's causing this problems. So actually, looking at this again, I am using multiple threads because the main thread, which is the big runner thread here, that's the main thread. Then Discord runs on its own thread, and then it also starts up yet another thread to listen for channel messages, right? Because otherwise, the framework doesn't really give me a lot to work with, right? Because this is a trait, and then the trait only has that, right? It just responds to events, which is why I do need to have the job thread. An arc mutex? What is an arc mutex gonna do? That's not even, it's not even relevant. Like I'm not running into like I have too many writers blocking or too many readers blocking. I'm pretty sure you can just do that though. Yeah, you know what? That might just be it. Maybe I just needed to pass a reference. Turns out I just needed to pass a reference. I'm a huge dummy. Perhaps, maybe. And I guess we'll just wait. So I'm waiting for something to go through bot controller. So it's not actually reading from the config, which is also unfortunate. Yeah, so there's the bot. Oh, and then it's not going to send anything at all because the delay on it's too high. Okay. Hold on. Kill the bot. There's the tick. Channel live, and then if we're channel live, so that's over here. This stuff is still really gross. I don't like this. I don't know, just spam Twitch really quick. So I tick every half second, so every 10 ticks, which is every 5 seconds. I just gotta remember to kill the bot before Twitch kicks me out. So the bot does have write access here. Channel live. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, kill it. Okay, yeah, that works. So now I just need to wait for the bot to read from the config, because it is reading the config, I'm pretty sure. Or at least I didn't get any parse errors, which is good. All right, so how... So config is behind an arc and a read-write lock. But I suppose what I could do, self config write. Oh wait. From, I probably should not be overwriting from like that, but that's fine. Yeah, so we'll just clone everything into here. That's fine. So self config read 08 clone. There's your config, and then config debug channel. All right, that's a bit better, I guess. All right, 10. Run the bot. It'll be channels will help sending config around it. That's actually what I'm doing, right? That is actually what I'm doing. I am using Tokyo channels to message bot stuff. Yeah. So here I have the central sender. So there's host sender, blah, blah. I don't need to have the receiver. And then Discord sender, Discord receiver, Twitch sender, Twitch receiver. Then I pass a copy of the Twitch sender and then a host sender resubscription. Yeah, host sender subscribe. And I pass those to each thread. Right, and then that's all kind of handled here. And I suppose it would make it simpler if the two bots talk to each other directly over channels instead of, I guess, bots talking to the main thread and then the main thread talks back to the bots. The bots do not talk to each other, but whatever. Thank you very much, anonymous chatter, for the follow. Yeah, and I guess this works. I'm not very happy about it, but it works. Yeah, I don't think it feels like I should be able to just hold a reference to it. That's fine. All right. So where is it? This is 10. Let's undo that. 120, so just once a minute. Because 120 divided by 120 times 0.5 is 60. And then every tick, yeah, ticks every half second, that's right. So config stream notification channel, but actually, maybe I shouldn't do this just yet. Oh, because actually this is gonna spam it. Yeah, because I need to get the list of previous messages in the channel before I actually send a notification. And then if there is a previous notification in the previous, I don't know, whatever, whatever amount I want to configure. So here you would do something like, I don't know, like minimum notification interval in minutes, in seconds, I mean. So like min stream notification time, seconds. So what is 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 3,600 times 4, 1,200 plus 600 times 4. Mental math is not my strong suit. What is... I'm actually very bad at just basic mathematics. All right, there we go. He's done it. So that's 4 hours, I think. So every 4 hours, you can send a new stream notification. Maybe every 6 hours, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think 6 hours makes more sense. Because otherwise, like, who cares, right? I've actually streamed for longer than that. I remember when I was doing a one of the Ludum Dares, I think I streamed for like 16 hours straight. And that was rough. I don't think I could do that again. My health has taken a huge dive ever since this last December when I got like 3 illnesses all at the same time. All right. This is every 6 hours. Might as well just add a comment to myself. 6 hours. Should not be parsed. So then under Discord, this is so gross. I think I should probably move this out to its own block. I'm not really sure how I would do that. I suppose that like maybe a macro would be a lot cleaner. Yeah, I guess a macro would be cleaner. So channel ID, nation channel, it's all of this stuff. Channel ID, so notification channel, sure. And if, well, notification channel, messages, get messages from the channel, and then we do need to have the clients. Okay, so just pass the client here. Wait, the builder? What is the builder? Builder F, get messages builder. Okay, I feel like I remember that. Oh yeah, because this is what this does, right? Channels. All right, so match, awaits, whatever. So if it's okay, I don't know. I always just use V as the standard thing. I never really remember what it's supposed to be. All right, now something I don't always remember. So you can do this, right? Okay, the log macros, I gotta internalize that. The log macros, you can just put it into there like that. But here, get messages. I just need the earliest ones, but I don't know how many messages there are. I think that's something about the Discord API I never really understood. It's like, how are you supposed to know how many messages you want. Like, if I don't know the message ID, then how can I say, right? How can I say, like, before or after the message ID if I don't know what the ID of the message is? Unless there's just a different API I don't know about in Discord, which is very possible. INV. Yeah, let's just consume it. We're not going to do anything else with it. So, well, no. I just need the last message. How do you get the last message in a channel? Discord API last message in channel. I've done this before, but I think every time I do it, I just loop through all the messages. Which is why maybe my old Golang bot constantly broke, is because it just ran out of memory. All right, so this is Discord.js, I think, right? Get the latest message. Probably not. Well, limit 1. Actually, there we go. Maybe I just want to do limit 1. So it says limit 1, sure. Limit 1. And then pop. If v is empty, is empty. If v is empty, then we just want to send the thing. Otherwise, then we need to check to see the timestamp. So v pop let last message equal that. What am I doing with this message? Why is it an option? Oh, because pop might not give you an... okay, okay. Pop gives you an option? Removes the last element from a vector and returns it or none if it's empty. Oh, okay. Interesting. If let sum is equal to v pop, then timestamp, okay. What am I doing with this? Date, retrieves a date component. Unless you are immediately planning on turning this into a date time with the same time zone. Yeah. Signed duration since. Subtracts another date time from the current date and time. This is not overflow or underflow at all. Okay. It's not. Timestamp. No. These are all Unix times. Time zone. Okay. Okay. I think what I want is signed duration since. Probably now, if I had to guess. Subtracts another date time from the current date and time. Okay, sure. And then do I have the chrono crate? I don't think I do, and this is using chrono, I think. Signed duration since. Or what is date time? Yeah, this is a chrono date time. So I can pull in chrono, that's fine. So Rust, chrono. What's the latest one? Ooh. I don't know. Just give me the latest minor version. I don't really care. I know it's a bad habit to just do that, because sometimes new patch versions can actually break. I don't know. Whatever. I think if I was working in like an environment where people are actually paying me money, I probably would care a bit more. But in that environment, there's also just more people working on this kind of stuff, right? So there's more eyes. So more people to check, more people to maintain stuff. All right, so isn't it chrono? And then can't you pull in... You can just do date time now? Is that not true? Returns a view to the naive... Or is it local? Local now. Yeah, something like that. So if this sign duration is greater than config. Oh, I did not add this to the other thing, right? This is gross. Just make it a U64, I guess. Who cares? Using up a bit too much space. Just give me the U64 default. Actually, no. Give me whatever value I put here. Just hard code it. Yeah. And then this part I need to think more about. Like, how do I copy fields selectively from other things? All right, so that's fine. This is min. Did I not make this public? No, I did not make it public. All right, this is also very gross, but just bear with me. I just want it to work for now. At some point, we will refactor. Expected struct. Oh, okay. I don't know, you can just create a duration like this, right? So duration from seconds. And just pull it into there. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Standard time. Oh, is this a chrono duration? Oh, it is a... Maybe it is a... You want a chrono duration, I think? From set. Oh, no, chrono duration doesn't have this. Okay, fantastic. Okay, chrono duration from, or how do I create one? Seconds. Then config min stream notifications into, because it's currently a U64, but it should be an I64, and then I64. I can guarantee it'll be correct, so we'll just cast it. I guess I'll just let it panic if it's incorrect. Expected I60, oh right, I64. Yeah, we'll just let it panic. Removes the last. Cannot borrow V as mutable. That's right. Oh, that seems fine. I guess I'll just wait for it to explode. Just in case. I don't like how I have to pull in chrono, but whatever. If I have to pull in chrono, then I have to pull in chrono. Although wasn't there was some news about the chrono crates being kind of unmaintained? I feel like I've seen something about that, at least on Reddit. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's just fake news. All right, I think this is fine. We'll just wait for it a little bit. Hold on. Lots of warnings. I think I said I was gonna do a lot of more code cleanup. All right, so kill it before it actually sends any notifications. Yeah, I said I was gonna do code cleanup, and instead of doing that, I've done the opposite, and it made the code a lot worse. But I think it's mostly implemented now. It's mostly implemented in a sane enough way. Alright, so let's just push everything. It's good enough. Git commits. Finally implement stream notifications. So the Twitch bot handles all the Twitch stuff, and I think it honestly might make more sense for the Discord bot to actually handle the Twitch API clients, and then the Twitch bot is just the Twitch chat bot. But I don't know. I found it more reasonable to organize everything. Like all the Twitch stuff is on the Twitch bot side, all the Discord stuff is on the Discord bot side. And that they want to talk to each other, then they have to go over the channels. Yeah, I guess if you're interested in looking at this garbage... Oh, I can't give you the Git remote one. That doesn't make any sense. But it's all on my GitHub. I would start it again, but I don't want the bot to accidentally ping people. Oh, but actually, it's not even going to ping people correctly. I just realized that. The message is completely wrong. And then it's not even gonna ping correctly. All right, you know what? Disable it for now. That's my bad. But hit me with info. We're live. Holy indentation. Yeah, it, you know, I was cleaning it up and then did the exact opposite of clean it up. I think part of the reason why it's so heavily indented, though, well, just ignore this part. This is also pretty bad. Most of the other bits aren't super indented. It's just all the parts where I have to... Yeah, why is this super indented? I don't know. There was a reason, but it's left to my brain. Alright, git commit. I don't know, fix me up. That's not fix, it's just fix up, but sorry. Git rebase interactive head to fix up. Git push force. Anyways, here's all the bot code. Cleaning it down, yeah. I'm cleaning it by making it a lot worse. But yeah. There it is. So I could start the bot, but what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna connect to my server. And then we'll go, what is it called? Sometimes you win bot. We'll just pull it. Then env. Because I store all my env vars in a script. I don't just have them floating in my env. Because there's no reason for them to float in the env. They only need to be there for this one build command. So build, release, bin bot. Let it build. So you might notice that I'm also on Windows, so I can't compile the binary here and then just give it to my server. Because the server is just running Debian? Yeah, Debian. But otherwise, it's not too bad. I do think I need to split out the Discord bits and the Twitch bits from each other. And then instead of having this weird, you know, separate binary that lives inside of the source thing, I think source should just be the main runner. That probably makes more sense to organize stuff. I don't need to have the authorized bits. I think the authorized flow can just be manual. I've done that manually before. It is something that I only need to do once. Oh. Good morning, Ash. Good morning, good morning. You've arrived at the very end of the stream where I'm just redeploying my bot again. How are you? How are you? All right, there we go. So the bot is built. Then target, release, what is it called? Bot, of course. And should be fine. I'm not gonna start it just yet, otherwise it's gonna, well, no, I can start it now. And then I'll just start printing. Yeah, something that I found kind of interesting though is that sometimes Twitch will just not allow you to connect to IRC, which is why this exists. This part is super garbage. So it tries to start the bot, but then sometimes Twitch will just disconnect me for no reason. So then I will wait exactly 5 seconds. This should actually be a exponential back off. Is it exponential or Fibonacci back off? I don't remember. I think it's exponential back off. So this should be an exponential back off, and then I'll just wait, right? Before trying again. Yeah. But I think that's fine. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll be live. What day is today? Sunday. I'll be live Tuesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Probably not working on this bot again. It's more or less okay. I need to figure out a better way to pass the config around. And then start breaking stuff out into probably, honestly, a macro instead of just writing them inline here. But yeah. Live Tuesday, probably working on VPupper again, which is this thing. Hooray. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. What am I doing? I'm looking at my top screen for people to raid, but I don't know. I don't really want to raid anybody. Or I don't really raid people who have a ton more viewers than me. It makes me self-conscious. So I don't know. I guess I'll just drop you here. Join the Discord. Give me stars on GitHub. Don't start the bot. The bot kind of sucks. You should definitely give me stars here though. But yeah. I'll see you Tuesday, I suppose. 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Goodbye.